Yeah, I feel like you guys should sell EDC handkerchiefs and interesting little fidget.
You know, that would be perfect.
I think so, yeah.
That would be perfect for like a napkin ring holder.
Oh, yeah.
That would be nice.
For like a whole chess set, you have a classy party, you have those as napkin ring holders, the guests get to take it home.
If you have that many friends.
We don't necessarily have a problem with that
have
kind of thing,
friends.
and we've looked into making them out of a G10 and micarta.
Right.
We really have to, honestly, talk to our lawyer first and see where we stand.
Well, see, now I need to find out if
Well,
this
because
is
we have the
legal.
ability. I mean, we could. I mean, with the materials we have in the shop, we could make some Max Knucks.
And collectors would collect them.
Yeah.
You know, I collected this,
Like
but
Pokemon
now I need to find
collector.
out if this is legal. I feel like it is because it's a single hole.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
a
still
keychain.
in the same category as like a brass knuckle would be. There's not brass.
Oh,
It's
okay,
knuckles.
but where's the cutoff between that and this? I mean, this is tungsten carbide,
Right.
I mean, there's
and
grips for other fingers.
it's 12.
It's a single ring.
Yeah, but there's like spots for your other fingers.
Well,
It's
you could
obviously-
argue that that's only part of the design, and not
If you lay
necessarily
it
there
down.
for other fingers.
I
If
feel
you lay
like
it down.
one or two.
But there you go.
two
Like
holes.
mine's.
Yeah.
I feel like the rule is somewhere between the two.
But mine's.
Yeah.
I think mine's a 12 millimeter pipe cut tungsten carbide.
Mine's, I think, 3 pipe cut.
I don't know what this is. What metal do you think that is?
Stainless steel.
Chinesium?
No, Chinesium. I bet it's stainless of some sort.
I'm gonna
for
look
sure.
it up. I don't even think it's classified.
Oh,
I
it's
think
stainless steel for sure.
I think it's legal because it's. I
I
feel
know, I
like
mean-
full brass knuckles is illegal.
What other
but one
purpose do you have for this? I mean, are you
It's a
just gonna-
keychain.
are
It's
you
a
gonna
keychain.
carry
It's a
around?
keychain.
Brass
It's a
knuckles can
keychain.
be classified as a keychain, but you can't carry those around.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
And
this could be a keychain.
the one I have is technically classified as a keychain,
Yeah.
but that's why I keep it next to my bed. So, like, if somebody's in my house and I'm punching them with that,
Mhm.
I feel like I'm gonna get a little bit more leeway from the cops than if somebody cuts me off and I beat the shit out of
Right,
them.
right.
I mean, if you had a bunch of these, you could stick them in between your fingers.
Put that
That's
back
one
on,
thing
I
like
feel
keys.
naked.
But
Right.
with this, it is specifically
Alright.
has the
Guilt.
spot
Guilt.
to.
How
It's
many
only one hole.
wedding rings?
I
Yeah,
feel.
but
I feel
one-
like it's different than full
yeah, but
brass
this,
knuckles.
it's still
We'll
gonna
talk
make a
about it
big difference.
But because they call them brass knuckles, like
It's
even
not
in some
brass,
laws,
they're
they
like-
they call them knuckles, brass knuckle. That's a
Yeah.
single knuckle. That's why they call it a
Yeah,
knuck.
but it has the cutout for each finger on the side. So you intend on using it in this.
We need to talk to our lawyer.
I still feel like it's legal. Yeah. Yeah. CNC Maryland makes.
At this point, do we just
Brass
have the
knuckles.
black image with white text that says redacted and then end the video?
I'd buy one. Yeah, you guys should make some.
I
yeah,
would buy one. I would not carry one around.
You know how easy this is to program? I mean, this is nothing.
You just hit one button and it makes it, right?
It's a
The
couple
computer does all the work.
Yeah,
And I
totally.
bought it for $25.
But I mean, realistically, all you gotta do is buy the right thickness, and you gotta run it through a tumbler because all these edges are softened, and you're not doing that by hand.
Yeah.
And all these, I mean, a single sheet of steel we get from Bowler, you could probably make
Oh my gosh, some
Fucking-
M4 ones.
you can make 200
They
of
don't
those
have
out
to
of
be heat
M4.
treated. Just
Yeah,
buy
exactly. They
M4.
don't even have to be heat treated.
And this is the
No.
thing. Like
It
all
only
the
has to fight bone.
No.
all the EDC Instagram guys got their knife, their flashlight, and their knuck. There's tons of them. People are making all kinds of weird knucks, and they're really popular.
It
so
doesn't make it legal.
I think it is.
I'm
But
curious.
it's the same thing with
not
like
brass
some rings that
knuckles.
girls have that cover like 2 or 3 like
Fingers?
Yeah, it's like I mean, how does that make that legal?
And now we're
versus
getting
it?
into the this is love, this is hate, they're so close together argument.
Is that do the right
No.
thing? Is that do the right thing?
Yeah.
I feel like it's legal.
I would like
It's
to
not
know.
classified.
I would like to know because honestly,
I
these would be
believe
these are the simplest things to
When
make.
So
I believe
this-
bottoms, he said metal.
This is what I
Metal
was
single
advised.
finger or just metal in
Just- I
general?
think metal in general, but I could be wrong because you were talking about these two, and these are 4 fingers for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. So I mean, you could be right, I could be wrong, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to get caught
So-
dead carrying that around.
Chuke, you
Kind of small.
are you a aim down the sight kind of guy with your pistol, or are you a sight picture kind of guy?
I do what's based on
Quick draw, instantly out.
Wait, front sight and point.
instinctive archery.
Like a G?
Like when I shoot my deer,
You
my running
visualize
deer,
the target.
I just look at the target, and your body does the rest. If you're using
Okay.
good form, your adrenaline's going. You don't even see the sights, and I'll shoot a deer down, and then later I'll be like, what did I do?
So here's what I was advised. I wanted to take the front sights off my personal firearm that I use normally and I take to the range. And
Browning?
my Browning. It's just a pin and it slides right out, so it's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
I was advised by a reputable legal source who's a friend of mine, and I won't include him in this because he would not appreciate it.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
No, he would not. But it's intent. Intent is the majority of it. So if you have, for personal home defense, someone comes into your house and you pull your gun and you shoot them, you took the sights off for faster drawing.
I've never heard of that.
You took off the rear sights for faster drawing and sight picture because you're a pointer shooter like I am.
Right.
Well,
The problem is that could be portrayed against you because you were searching for a reason to use it, or you
But
got
isn't
the
that-
tactical modifications.
but
for it
isn't
to be
that
more
the same
lethal.
thing as like running hot loads or running self loads or running something like that? It's like, well, you're modifying your ammunition to be more
It is.
than
But the
more
problem
lethal
is,
than it is.
now you're
like-
running hot loads or self loads, plus no sights,
I think we're.
and,
I don't
and
think
you're
that
a
matters.
I don't know.
professional quote unquote shooter because
I
you
think
don't
we're
use
getting into
sights.
shit that none of us are qualified
Yeah.
to
What
fucking talk
if you
about.
like buy
I'm just
one that
saying,
doesn't have sights?
You
Like,
just
my
don't
mom's
want a
like
custom
11
trigger.
Does not have sights on
Because
at
if
all.
you have a custom trigger,
Well, I mean, what do you get? You fucking you're gonna hip a shotgun. There's no sights involved in
No,
that.
the whole idea is that I'm saying is it's intent. So if you use this in self-defense, and the intent of using it in self-defense can be construed that you wanted to use an illegal weapon, or you wanted to use something that was more lethal than just your fists instead of compensating
I
for a
mean,
weakness,
keys, they'll fall out. That
it will
stay-
hurt you.
Yeah. So I understand
Uh,
the intent behind it.
I think
And,
it's
and that's
legal because
intent is a big part of this, and it doesn't matter if it's legal or not. If you use it in self-defense, intent will play a large role in
batons
that.
Are assault with a deadly weapon. If you get caught
Yeah.
using a baton, somebody like don't ever.
People see batons in movies and they think, oh, I just use a baton. Like,
No.
you'll go to fucking
That's a
jail.
bad
You
idea.
hit
Yeah,
somebody
it
with a
is
baton. If you
an
do
assault with a
anything,
deadly
Are you an
if you do
LEO?
anything
No.
but a body shot with a baton, you're
Really?
fucked. Or like if people come in and they buy karambit, I want a karambit for self-defense.
So you're
You
open
show a
minded.
karambit to a fucking jury, you're going to jail. And nothing against karambits. I understand their
It's
use.
like carrying a.
I understand what they are, but-
civilian.
yeah.
So, personally, it's just
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I put Punisher grips on my gun, and that's in the gun community, that's a big thing. Like, oh, you're the Punisher skull. In a jury, they would convict you, but it's been proven that.
No, but-
and my friend works for the DA. He's like, that's you can have a Punisher.
Okay, but what about? But karambits are
the
specifically
DA is
designed
not
to be
jury.
used with a martial art that is to take people apart at the fucking joints. It's a curved blade that is only used for people. That's what it's designed for.
And I have the Spyderco Carahawk too. Now you
That
guys are
might
making me
be-
paranoid.
But I mean, and that's the thing is that if you show
And
a
here I am
karambit to a
stabbing someone
jury,
with a dull buck knife, right?
Yeah, I think people play up the jury.
Yeah, but I mean, your
it
DA
depends
friend
on
is.
what happened.
Your DA
Yeah,
friend is
yeah,
like one
that's
thing,
very
but
much
I
so,
mean, your
yeah.
DA is not on the jury. So the jury is really like normal people who are like, oh my god, this curved, pointy, scary knife that can like hurt anybody if you point it the wrong way. It's. I mean,
You
what
are
do you
looking
expect?
for trouble and a
Yeah,
reason
exactly.
to use
well,
it.
I don't
we had a buddy that carried a pink griptilian specifically for that. You saw a pink griptilian, you throw a pink pocket knife to a jury.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna paint this pink. No, I see. If brass knuckles are listed by name,
Get it in titanium and we can make that happen.
yeah, brass knuckles are listed by name in a lot of
Are they
municipality
really?
codes. Yeah,
Yeah,
those
they
are
are.
brass knuckles.
No shit.
This
All right.
is not listed.
Just get a
This
trench
is-
knife. You
this
got
is-
your knife, you got your
Yeah,
brass
but I mean-
knuckles.
Yeah,
skull
that
cracker.
Whenever I
worse.
said that metal, so I'm curious if it's just single or if it's like all metal.
Well, because-
guards.
I think it's all metal.
Because we have machetes that they're called a camp machete and they have a guard, so when you're going through a brush, it's not fucking up your hands.
So it's
Yeah.
plastic.
But it's made out of plastic, and if it's made out of metal, we can't sell it.
Oh,
yeah, like the
wow.
song Tiger Shark.
Yeah, yeah. They make some that have a metal
Like a
guard, and if it
removable
covers more than 2 fingers, if it covers 2 fingers out of metal, we can't sell it. But if it covers 4 fingers out of plastic, we can sell that.
Well, and it's on a knife.
That's it.
It's like fuck. I might
Well, it's
as
a
well
camp
use it
machete
now.
too. I mean, how many
Yeah,
people are
okay,
how many people are worried about you punching somebody with the handle
Two
of the knife when
collectors?
it's a machete? You
Okay.
just hack 'em, but-
Some people.
That would come.
I took a picture. I still think that I'm good with this, but I want to find out now. I'm gonna
You
ask my
should go up to
friend.
a cop and ask him.
No, actually,
Well,
we
my
should-
friend works for
no,
the
no.
DA. I'm gonna
Cops
take a
aren't
picture.
judges or
What's
lawyers.
his name?
We should talk to a lawyer.
I'll tell you later.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about it later. I have
Yeah.
a feeling.
But if they're legal, I feel like you guys should make
It'd be
some
nice
of these.
to carry them, but I also don't want to be like that.
I
guy
would be
down in
interested.
Juneau that got.
There was a guy down in Junior who was selling brass belt buckles,
Mhm.
and He ended up not going to jail, but it cost him $40,000 to not go to
He
jail.
lost
Because he was
everything.
selling them.
Yeah.
He lost everything.
How can you sell these? Because they're not brass.
Well, because they are marketed by the company that manufactures them as paperweights.
As paperweights.
Which-
We are not marketing them
Can I
as
see that?
paperweights.
Oh, actually, I'll
We
take
are
this
buying them from the manufacturer as paperweights. They market them that way, label them that way.
Man, I have such tiny feminine
It
wrists.
doesn't fit my hands either.
Same.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
Well, I had brass knuckles and they were much closer in, and all the weight it had much thicker. I'm not condoning the use of them.
They
I'm
have
just saying
a,
I
I mean,
owned
when
them and
in
it was
Rome.
very thick.
They have a new style now that deletes this middle and it scoots everything in just that much more.
Mhm.
And
Under the camera.
The two.
and
knuckle-
I gotta tell you, they're pretty fucking comfortable.
See, I think you get around it with the single and the double two knuckle because that's all you see.
Yeah.
And I think that's a loophole in the thing.
Well, I mean,
think this is.
you
legal.
got a good enough lawyer. I'm sure I'm sure you got a good enough lawyer. This ain't metal. I'm sure you get away with that too.
I've got a little kid's toy on it. And it's just my keychain. But I feel like if these are legal, you guys should have like a little separate thing for EDC with pocket handkerchiefs and little knucks and stuff.
We could, as long as they're legal, we can make them.
You know what
You
I'd
can
like
make
to
'em.
see
I love
is someone carrying a bunch of these with little paracord lanyards, except they're not this. They're caltraps. You just pull them out, throw them out on the ground, run away. Fuck you.
What's a cow trap?
It's 3 spikes downward, 1 spike up.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
So they
it's
just
James Bond shit.
yeah, they just fuck up their feet when they're running after you.
And then they trip and fall on all of them.
It's the equivalent of pocket sand.
No,
Cha!
it is like ground flechettes. Is exactly what you're
Yeah,
describing.
Did
exactly.
you guys sell throwing stars, shurikens? Here?
No.
No. That's
We
something you have to stay with them.
we used to.
Used
It's
to.
not that there's no restriction on them or anything like
But
that.
mall ninjas would come
We-
in more if you had those.
Yeah, we used to. We kind of steer away from it anymore just
Mm.
because you sell them to people that you don't really want to sell them to.
Yeah, the mall ninjas.
No. There are mall ninjas. And then there are.
He's a mall ninja.
I call myself a mall ninja, but I'm not real.
I carry a fucking buck now. Well, I
I'm
carry a
kidding.
straight.
Street
I'm
urchins,
kidding.
small
I'm kidding.
ninjas.
Street
I'm
urchins.
a street urchin.
Are you?
No. Well, I was at one point in my life.
I'm just a tactical guy, but I like the whole EDC movement. It's a lot of fun, and this is a part of it. No.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
No,
feel,
it is for sure.
I feel like that's legal. I'm gonna find out though.